Okay, today on this lesson we are going to talk about the basics of Adobe Illustrator. This will be the first lesson about Adobe Illustrator, and then we'll move on to the lesson talking about how to create parts for our light project. So Adobe Illustrator, you can find it by just searching Adobe Illustrator. You need to look for this sort of orange and black logo, AI. It's important that AI. It's not Photoshop, it's not InDesign, it's Illustrator. When you open it up, you'll get to this document page like this. Because I've got previous documents open, it will show them here. But when you open it for the first time, you want to create a new document. So the thing to do is you just go to Create New, and that will then ask you what type of document do you want to create. Do you want to create something for mobile, web, print? Most of the time we were creating for print, and it gives you this option here to set your page size. So we're looking at A4 as our page size here. So I'm going to click A4, and then we're going to click Create. And when Illustrator opens, we have this A4 page. This is a piece of paper. On the left-hand side, we have our drawing tools, and the right-hand side, we have some more features. So just the basics. So along the top, we have a white box and a black box. I'll tell you what those are now. So when you want to draw a shape in Illustrator, you have this menu here. So the shapes menu is here. If you click and hold this with the mouse, you have more options that appear. So rectangle, round rectangle, ellipse, star, and so on. So to draw a rectangle, it's simple. You just click and you drag. Okay. This means it's highlighted, and if you look to the left here, the rectangle is still turned on. So if I clicked again, it'd want me to create another rectangle. So that's important, because you have to remember that when you've finished using your tool, you have to turn it off. And a good way to do that is just go back to this arrow here. I call it the black arrow because there's a white one and there's a black one. Just go to the black one, and that turns it off. So now when I click on the page, nothing is turned on, which means that nothing's going to be drawn. So this box at the top, okay, you can see here we click it, we select to do something to this shape. If I change this, it changes the inside color. I've got lots of colors here. If I click this one, it changes the outside color. So you can see there. Well, I can't really see. But if I increase the thickness of the outside line, which is this box here. Okay. Oops, I need to select it first. Sorry. I can see that is changed to yellow. So this here increases the thickness of your outside line. So remember, you need to select it to turn it up and then down. And then this changes the colors. So that's how you can change different colors and things like that. If you want to draw something with a set size, so rather than clicking and dragging, you just click once, and it asks you for the width and height. So let's say 100, tab 100. And I can draw it 100 by 100. And then if I want to move it, I just click to there and move it. I can resize things in Illustrator. There's two ways I can do it. I can just click and drag. Now, like most programs, if you want to keep it in proportion, so the size is the same, you hold down Shift key. So now if I hold down the Shift key, it keeps in proportion. If I'd let go of the Shift key, I can change its proportions. So hold down Shift key, and then same again, hold down Shift key to reduce the sizes. Okay, I can move them around. And as you notice, I'll start moving things around to get this line that tells me where things are, like in the center. I can line things up pretty easy like that. Okay, so it's all lined up. To copy something, there is two ways you can do it. You can click that, you can click edit, copy, or you can press Control-C and then Control-V. Okay, you'll notice that when you go to these menus like edit, copy, it tells you what the shortcut is for it. So Control-C, Control-V, Control-V, and I've got another one there. So I've got some shapes here that have been copied and pasted. So that's how to draw shapes and how to move things around the page. You can also rotate things if you want to by clicking these corners. And you can rotate things like that. What's also nice as well about Illustrator is you can just go Edit, Undo, or Control Z, and you can go back quite a few steps, change things. So that's rectangles and squares. For ellipses, okay, I can click and draw an ellipse, but if I want to draw a perfect circle, I just hold down the Shift key and I get a perfect circle. And what Illustrator does is it defaults back to your previous settings and puts the colors in. So if I want to have no fill, I click that line there. And if I want to black outline, I click black. Now it looks like it's got a fill, but when I put it onto a gray background, I can see there's no fill there. All right, so that's quite nice as well. So you can see that. I can change the colors by going down here as well. So I can double click that and change the colors there. I can also change the colors there as well. If I want to delete something, it's just delete and then edit, undo. That pretty much is the basics of how to draw shapes in Illustrator. The program is a lot more technical than that. There is a lot more to it, but that is the basics of how to draw on Illustrator.